So today we're going to be talking about the very worst nightmares I've heard about in the custom home building industry here in the Charlotte market. I'm David Webb. I'm Vice President at Copper Builders. I've been in the building industry for over 20 years and I've heard some of the most awful stories about people's experiences they've had when trying to build a custom home. Hey, let's not beat around the bush. It's not an easy process and a lot of people fail at it. So today we're going to talk about these bad experiences. Let's flush them out. Let's hear what they are and more importantly, let's talk about how we avoid those moving forward. Some of the worst that I've heard, the very worst is when the builder just bails on you. The builder just out. You know, one day he's there and he's falling behind and he's costing too much money, and the next day there's no one on site and you can't get him back on the phone. Those are normally the ones that end up in litigation, and that's never a pretty situation. The most important thing, or the most important way to avoid this, is knowing who you're forming that relationship with on the front end. The builders that you're talking with, they should come with referrals, with references. You should see current projects that they're building before you would ever want to enter into any type of an agreement with them. Know who your builder is. That's such an important relationship, and you've got to be tied to one another through that process to make sure that you're meeting each other's expectations. Guys, I hope you've never had to live through one of these nightmares before, but if you or your family or friends have, please comment below. Love to hear your story. Now let's get back to that video. Some of the others that are very bad as well, maybe not to that extent, but let's talk about when, hey, you go out the gate at a price. You've got a contract and an expected price point for your home. You're halfway through and you've already blown that budget and you've still got half your construction to go. You're upside down. The value of what you have there on site doesn't meet how much you're actually invested in at that point in time. How do you get out of that? And this can happen if you're not careful. It needs to be on the front end. The pricing of a project should not be loose. And many builders will go about this with a cost plus. A cost plus type of contract is set to put the risk of the contract more so on the buyer, on the client, more so than the builder. The builder's protected. Whatever the project costs, it's going to be that plus whatever that negotiated rate is for the builder's percentage of profit on top of it. That's what the client's going to be charged, if you will. The easiest way to avoid a price of a project escalating once you're going on it is with a fixed price contract. That way the builder is ensuring the client, guys, this is what you're getting and you're getting it for this cost. That ironclad specification that calls out the materials to be used and that project price. And then another one, even more simple but just as frustrating, is the builder is not following through on the expectations of quality, whether it's in the material or in the craftsmanship. And these are tough. The craftsmanship, if you're not working with the right people and getting the right level of quality there, you know, you're fighting a losing battle. But the materials are the easy part. That should be very clear and spelled out from the very beginning. What level of materials are going to be used in your home? There should never be any doubt about that. The easiest way to avoid that is to have a very clear spelled out specification. And a specification is a document that any builder should be given his client that spells out exactly what the materials are that are to be used in your home. Anything that is not defined at that stage should be called out in some type of a definition. Many times what we use is called an allowance. If we don't know what it is, hey guys, here's an allowance for the appliances for X dollar amount until we've actually defined those at a later date. As far as the quality, missing on the quality of the craftsmanship, it's all a matter of who the trade partners are that builder is associating them with. I'd ask for referrals. I'd want to see projects that builder has built before so that you can see firsthand what they're delivering for their clients that they're currently working with. So guys, I'm sorry to say, but in the Charlotte custom home market, there are some bad situations like this that does happen. And I hope by watching this video, I've opened your eyes up to some of these and also how to avoid them. Continue watching our videos, subscribe to our channel to learn more of this information. I'm David Webb. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.